Alright everyone, welcome back yet again to Arx Fatalis. Last time we left off, we had made our way through... what is this area called? It doesn't tell us. The underground floor beneath the Goblin prison. And now we're going to navigate our way through the Goblin prison and hopefully get ourselves out of here. So let's go ahead and try and be a little sneaky.
You lose again.
You're lucky. Me play enough today.
Me got good joke for you.
Good. Me like jokes. You tell me joke.
You know why gray goblins have mustaches?
No.
To remind them of their mothers. That funny, huh?
Not funny. Me mother is Grey Goblin.
Right. Oops. Sorry.
And yeah, that is one thing that is kind of fun about this game, is that they have conversations.
Me hear something.
Oops.
Me tired.
Anyways, the NPCs can have conversations with each other, though usually they're not that important. Anyways, let's... oh,
Come on.
yeah, so we're not
Stay
quite
here.
stealthy enough
Fight.
to sneak up on guys yet.
You head off. Where he go?
And yeah, occasionally enemies will try to run from you. Of course, if you are in front of them, they'll kind of just run into you. Also, now we've got our second, or I guess third weapon, which is the club. Yeah, it does one more damage. It's not as durable, but like I said before, you don't really need to worry about durability. Also, cards! You just pick up the whole deck. Scattered cards and all. And... yep. Arx Fatalis. Also, I think this is the wall. I thought it was, anyways. Let me try it one more time. Ah, yes. Yeah, for some reason you can throw the cards into that wall. Anyways, let's take a quick look here. Occasionally they do hide items under their pillow, which I thought was pretty funny. Also, we got a gemstone, which we'll find out what to do with that later on. And a couple more torches, which are always useful. Although in this area, we really don't need to worry about it, because it's pretty well lit. But in this doorway, you'll see, this is actually where we escaped from. This is the holding cell that we were in. And they really quickly managed to get a new cover on there, one that you can't break. Anyways, let's continue onward. Get our club out. And let's go over here. Ooh.
If drink and eat, wake me up. Me not deserve that.
Let's see if maybe we can sneak up on this guy. Kinda doubting it.
Me hungry.
And I figured as much. So yeah, Goblin Lords are a little tougher. As you can see, I'm about to die. But that's what potions are for.
Yes.
And victory. Steal your goods. Ah, yes, and food does restore a bit of health as well. Anyways. Whoops.
Me go to Tavern upstairs. If you need porches, go to Tavern and ask for porches.
I kind of messed that up. Again, I'm so used to playing this and not talking about it. But yeah, that goblin was Pulsius. Basically, he was thrown in here because he was not doing what he was told. And the other goblins did not like it. So they locked him up so he would stop getting in the way. Also in this cell. Yeah, seems Pulseus wasn't the only one. And for some reason they decided to have physics for this goblin, although it's a very static animation, which I thought was interesting. Anyways, get our club back out here, and actually ignore that little area. Yeah. Let's go this way. Kind of just making up the route as I go, so apologies for any delays. Anyways, if we go over here,
Here is human.
a couple more goblins, and I missed.
He too strong for you.
No, you're not. Okay, considering I just killed you.
Human.
Let's see. Bottle of wine. And another torch. So let's go ahead and go up here. This is actually the way we want to go. It's a rather windy path, actually.
Who go there? If you is come for trading, me need to see you's written authorization from boss himself. Me have to see you's gem dealer badge.
So yeah, this is the way we want to go, but we can't go through unless we have a authorization from the Goblin King and a gem dealer's badge, which we don't have either. But I know exactly where we can get those, starting with the authorization. So yeah, you can just fall off that little bridge, and there's the stairs we went up before. But if we go over here, we have a sleeping goblin lord. Try and sneak up on him. And we did not. Yeah, I think our stealth is just way too low to be an effective thief right now.
Me teach you what fighting about.
And I eat your fish. Let's see, that's just flour. Oh, what's this? Got a key to the goblin's outpost. Go ahead and take that. And we've got a piece of paper with some writing on it. From Lord Acerbius saying that for every sacrifice they bring to him, they will pay the, or he will pay the goblins 1,000 gold pieces. And he'll pay them in person, which is interesting. And what's this? Unsigned goblin authorization. That's a good thing to have. And one thing that, if you have a character with high intuition, one thing that you'll notice is that there are hidden buttons. If your intuition is high enough, they'll actually glow blue, but I just happen to know where this one is off the top of my head. And this one actually opens up a secret passage, and inside this chest, there's a gemstone, 241 gold, and another little key, and nothing under his pillow. So we have one part of it. We have the unsigned goblin authorization. Now we just need to get a gem dealer badge. Of course, before we do that, let's do a little bit of exploring.
Next time me see Zook dirty plate on table, me punch Zook lights out.
Zook think he more cleverer. Me not let him make fool of you, boss.
Miss, one more dirty. Good.
Oops.
Move it.
Stupid.
Oh, and this guy actually has a sword.
About.
So we actually want to be a bit more careful because his sword is very, very painful.
You rot with worms.
I don't want to rot with worms. That is my least favorite thing to do.
You think you can?
Anyways, let's pick up his sword real quick. And Gibbs. So yeah, now we have a short sword, which is +4, whereas the club was +3, so it's, again, 1 point stronger. And let's just head on back. Actually, didn't mean to run so far away, but I just forgot how strong that guy was at this point in the game. And over here we've got some cheese, some bread, another set of tools, and a bit more cheese. And what does this sign say? End of Goblin Kingdom. So I wonder if this little key, or this one. Ah. And this leads to another area of the game, which we'll be coming back here a bit later. But since we're here, go ahead and take this, the Spasium rune, and there's a shield and a piece of wood. There's actually another couple pieces of wood. I'll take those as well. And again, we'll be seeing this area a bit later. And now we want to go down in this little room,
Huh?
where there's another goblin
Hey,
who
human!
I somehow did not hit.
You is fight like girl goblin.
Actually, go ahead and just eat that cheese. And physics. Anyways, we've entered what kind of looks like a torture room. I mean, doesn't just look like it. It is a torture room. And there's a head that we can play with if you are so interested. It even makes squishy noises. Personally, I like throwing it in this little thing up here. There we go. And we got a locked door here, but we did pick up a key in that one Goblin Lord's room, which opens up a little smithy. And in here we've got an room, which we already have, and tar, which we did not have, which gives us access to magic missile, fireball, and fire field. And these are the levels of spells. So level 1, level 3, level 7, and you can only cast, I think it's, what is it? So level 1 spells you have to have at least 10 magic, and then 20, 30, so on. I think that's how it works. I'll have to double check that, so don't take my word on it. Anyways, behind this block, I've got a few pieces of gold. That's a little better of a shield, so we'll get rid of that other one. We've got a long sword here, which requires 40 close combat, so we actually can't use it. That's alright though, it's only one better, yet again. And we've got some wine, some flour, we'll leave that there. There's a few clubs on the ground. And one thing you can do in this game is, pardon me, I'm about to sneeze. Anyways, if you have something that is damaged, you can actually double click on it and then click on the anvil to repair it.
As good as new.
The only thing is that it doesn't repair it all of the way when you do that, and it actually lowers its maximum durability. So I tend to not do that, just because there's a place you can go to get it repaired completely, and it doesn't lower its maximum durability at all. You'd have to pay some coin for it, but not that much. So, anyways, now that that little corner has been explored, let's keep on moving along. Our inventory is a little cluttered right now. If you want to auto-sort your inventory, you actually just go over to this little icon here and double-click on it, and it will sort it in the predetermined method. So,
this doesn't work for some reason.
Hidden button doesn't work. We'll be needing that for a long time. Ooh. So over here we've got some dead people. We'll eat their gross, nasty cheese. That's kind of the rule I follow. I'll just, whenever I find food on a creature or a person, I just eat it. Or if I find it in like a house or something. Anyways.
At last, the reinforcements. Go and see Ortian immediately.
So, yeah, something happened here. And he told us we have to go and see Ortian. But before we do that, I actually want to go over in the water here because there's a skeleton with a regen ring and a bottle of water. There's also a Amakar's rock. And the regen ring, as you can probably guess, you equip it, and if you get hurt, it regenerates your health up to a maximum of 50 points, which is really not that much, so I'll probably just end up selling it. The Amakar's rock is actually an enchanting item that makes any, or not any, but makes most weapons that you can enchant unbreakable. They have no durability. Also, if you jump on this little thing here, you can see there's actually a chest here. There's a diamond, a ruby, and where is it? There's also an emerald. And I'm not sure where it is. Usually it's the diamond I have trouble finding. There we go. And, yeah, if you jump, you can kind of see the chest and everything, but as far as I know, there's no actual way to get up on this ledge, other than just grabbing stuff through the wall like that. If anyone knows differently, please let me know, because I'm definitely interested in finding out. And here we have a pestle and mortar, which I'm not going to use quite yet. And another anvil with 2 weapons. We have a blacksmith's hammer, requires 8 strength, and a smaller blacksmith's hammer that also requires 8 strength. So basically they're the same weapon, they just look different. And this one is also unbreakable. Oh, except for we can't actually equip it. Interesting. Yeah, that one we can, though. Anyways, go in here. And it's this one. Yeah, got some gold under that pillow. And dead guard. Some bread and some water. And if we go over here, we got some more gibbs and a tiny little farm with some animals. Target practice. Got a couple chests, which we'll deal with in a second.
I am Orthian, captain of the king's armies and commander of this outpost. Are you a mercenary? Can we count on your help?
Mercenary? Perhaps. For now, I've just put some distance between myself.
We were attacked by a small group of Ilcids. They wounded me and took 3 of my men.
The Ilcids?
2 hours ago, 3 of them infiltrated the outpost. They attacked without warning or provocation. The Ilcid have earned a reputation as fierce and unstoppable warriors, and now I've seen it with my own eyes. Their speed is unbelievable. In a flash, they disabled and dragged off 3 of my men. And you must have seen what they did to Karnak. I don't know why they did that, but I do know it would be long before they return.
Find someone else to help. I have my own problems to deal with.
You are my only hope. I cannot trust the rabble at the tavern. I'd sooner trust a total stranger.
I just told you that.
You have to go to the castle and tell the king what has happened here. This is of vital importance. Since the last earthquake, the path to the castle has been blocked by a cave-in, and we have been unable to get through. You must tell him that the Ilcids have declared war on us.
This is ridiculous. You've just told me that the path leading to the castle is blocked.
You should be able to go through the Goblin's cave 2 levels down, and find a way back up to this level. It's dangerous and roundabout, but we have no choice. If you find a way back up there, you should be back in the human kingdom once again.
Impossible. I've only just escaped from a goblin prison.
Here, this will help. It's a gemstone dealer's license. As long as they think you're a salesman and you don't attack them, they'll probably leave you alone. I have to stay here. You are our only hope, brave mercenary.
So yeah, Orthian and his outpost are kind of in a bad way. And he said he would rather trust us than the people at the tavern, which we haven't been to yet. And here we actually can find his logbook, which I'll go ahead and leave up on screen just for a moment. You can pause it if you're honestly interested. It's only 4 pages. And oddly enough, you can sell his logbook if you want, but it's only worth a few gold, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Anyways, we got a few chests here, and if your lockpicking or your technical skill is high enough, you can open one of these.
I think I have damage.
Which, yeah, as long as he says something about, like, it not being a successful attempt, or, that you've damaged your tools, that means there's a chance you can unlock it. If he says it's impossible, or I can't do that, that means that you're not a high enough level, or it requires a key. So,
Not really a very successful attempt. There you go.
so yeah, 3 tries, it's not bad. But all that's in here is a couple short swords, and this one I don't think we can open quite yet, but I think it's just another couple swords or a shield or something like that. Nothing incredibly useful for now. Also, here's the guy he was talking, Orthian was talking about. Missing an arm and a leg. And there's his leg. Although, it's strange. Because here, he's missing his leg from the knee down. Over here, it's from the, like the pelvis down. Like, this is his entire leg. So, is that his leg, or is that someone else's leg? Anyways, that's not important right now. Now what we have to do is find someone to sign our Goblin authorization, and fortunately, we actually just helped a goblin out not too long ago, and he told us that he would be at the Tavern. So if we head on over this way, also yes, there is something glowing up there. We can't get it quite yet, but if we go over here, we'll actually find ourselves a tavern and a puppy. And oddly enough, there's a pig's head. And here's our friend Pulsius.
Pulsius, will you sign false papers for me?
Give me official paper. Then me do that.
And he is willing to sign Goblin authorization.
There. Your paper's in order, friend.
And if we talk to him now...
So why were you taken prisoner?
Well, me tell you, because you're my friend now. You know, some humans disappear, turned into dinner for Akbar.
Akbar?
Akbar hungry, always hungry. We goblins did deal with Akbar's priest. In beginning, good for business, cause we give humans, and they give gold pieces. But me not really happy, because soon Akbar become too powerful, and with instance, him want kill whole world. Humans, goblins, and all the others. I tell King of Goblins, and him say me bad goblin, not allowed to business. And me go to prison. Goblins give humans to Lord Zerbius and him priests. Priests give humans to Akbar.
So, yeah. Basically,
It seems that the goblins catch people,
that's why he
then
was
sell them again.
locked up.
Welcome
Anyways.
to the Yellow Tulip, stranger. Drink and relax. You'll always be welcome here, as long as your coin holds out.
My name is Shaegar.
Pleased to meet you, handsome. I'm Tizzy, the owner of this fine establishment. And though I'm acquainted with most of the rogues and scoundrels here in Arx, I don't remember seeing you around. Are you from the Travelers Guild? But I forget myself. What can I do for you?
Nothing in particular right now. How much for a drink?
Just 2 gold for our finest, sweetheart.
Well, I think we have much more than 2 gold, so let's go ahead and buy a drink real quick. Which, again, if you drink too much beer, you'll get the same effect as drinking too much wine, which I'll go ahead and show off real quick.
Bring me a drink, sweetheart.
What do you think of this?
Have you got a new lot on top?
Shouldn't take the master long
Yeah.
to reach his...
So this is what it looks like when you are drunk. Your vision flickers in and out, and there is no other effects. Your controls aren't screwed up, you're still able to look around as quickly as you could before. And while we're drunk, let's
Hey
talk
there,
to
you
some
look
strangers.
lost. Come on over and have a drink. Take a load off. I'm Enoil Calpal, and this little rat hole is my favorite haunt. Now why don't you tell me a little about yourself?
Actually, I'm having trouble with my memory. Can you tell me who I am?
You're a trusting soul. Sorry, friend. But as I said, I've never laid eyes on you before. No one around here look familiar to you? Maybe you were with the Guild of Travelers and some horrible disaster befell them, leaving you to wander around traumatized. Or maybe some thug hit you on the head and lifted your purse. Who's to say?
Well then, tell me about this place.
Well, this here is a bar. Folks come in here to drink and complain. But maybe you meant the bigger picture. You must have really smacked your noggin. We live down here in these old mines because our sun flared out some years ago and left the topside world a frozen wasteland.
But how many people live here, and where can I find this guild of travelers that I might belong to?
You know, I'm not really sure just how many of us there are crammed down here. Besides us, man, you've got your goblins, dwarves, trolls, and you've got different factions of each. Hard to say, really. As for the Travelers Guild, They're a bunch of hard-to-kill bastards who keep the lines of communication and trade open between us and all the other rat-hole cities. It's supposed to be a long, tough trek between cities, so we don't see them too often. It may be a while before we see another group. If you ever want to find me, I'm usually here.
So yeah, that guy basically recaps the intro as well. There's a few other people. There's also this guy. And he's not doing his little spiel like he usually does. Basically, this is a game you can play. I've never had very good luck with it. But basically, if you put these tokens on different numbers, and then spin the wheel, you'll earn 100 gold for every token that is, or you'll earn 100 gold for whatever number you have a token on. If it doesn't land on any of your numbers, you lose 10 gold for every token you've placed. So, you either lose 10 to 30 gold, or you gain 100. It's really not a good way to make money.
It's been a while since we saw Azrael Darkthorn. I bet he died.
People talking. Stop talking. So, anyways, now we have not only a gem dealer's license, but we also have a signed Goblin authorization. So we'll go ahead and head back to that one gate. Also, that door over there, I'll have to show that off in a video at the very end, because you can do something with that, but I want it to be a surprise. So that won't happen for a long, long time. Anyways, we go over here. I'm going to take slower steps just because of that random dashing forward that occasionally happens.
Halt, human! You enter Goblin Kingdom. Humans is not allowed, except gem dealers.
And of course, now that he said that, we just have to show him our license.
I'm a dealer. Here's my license.
Everything in order. You passing now. But careful. Human rebels is escaped from our prison not long ago. Only dealers allowed passing.
Well, it's a good thing we're a gem dealer then. And apparently that goblin is hungry. But there's really nothing we can do about that. So let's go ahead and head back up here. And we'll get our gem dealer's license out.
I'll do that later.
Okay.
And our authorization.
Good human. Here we go. You coming?
And yep, now we are able to go to the Goblin Kingdom. One thing to note is that you can kill these guys if you want, but unless you have a spell that we'll find later, you won't be able to actually get back through here because this lever will be out of your reach. So, kind of want to just leave those guys alone. Anyways, let's go ahead and head down to the Goblin Kingdom. And I think this will be a good place to stop. We made a good bit of progress. Our inventory is actually very full, but we'll worry about that later. So thank you guys again for watching. Hope you're enjoying this so far, and I shall see you the next time.